Hello?
Hello.
Testing. Can you hear us now? Can you hear us now? Because the thing says that we're making audio.
Okay.
Yay! Okay,
What's
so
up?
as we were trying to say, we need to give out prizes to everybody that beats the other Chris because it has become a bit of a game here, apparently.
Yeah, because I honestly don't know how he continues to be the first comment on the majority of the videos.
So Mario Grandato, Chris Pepper, Matthias Patrick Seaberger, and that's everybody who's here thus far. Congratulations, you all win today. You've won the day.
But yes, whatever you do for the rest of the day, you've already won.
We're not legally allowed to give away the internet as a prize, as some other websites seem to have the ability to, but you have won today
Yes,
in our hearts.
exactly.
Okay,
That's what matters.
We have questions for you today.
Yeah, so if you guys want to help us shape the channel a little bit, now's your opportunity. You are the chosen three by chance.
Did chance choose them? Because I'm not sure that works.
Look, I don't need your
fate,
chance, whatever you want to call it.
Do you want to open? Do you want
Providence?
Should we make this open ended first? We literally just decided on the spur of the moment to do.
Yeah,
this.
we just kind of like at the last second figured we were going to do this. So we are in some. We changed the channel's name from Real Anime Training to Next Level Stuff
back in October.
To kind of like show that we were branching out. But then like we kind of thought maybe that was a bad idea because Real Anime Training is what people knew initially, and it's our kind of our bread and butter stuff. It does a lot of the good stuff on here, and Origin Story is just kind of like an extension of that. So we kind of wanted to get you guys' opinion on changing the name of the channel from Next Level Stuff back to Real Anime Training to kind of get back to its roots.
This isn't saying that we would, stop anything else that we've done.
Origin Story
is still a big deal, but it's kind of feels like it's a Real Anime Training thing. It's got Steven, as the primary fitness guy.
You know, it says the live over there is backwards.
Evil. Here, let me fix it real quick. Hang on.
Wait.
I gotta write it backwards.
Is there not a way to change it to where it's not?
So it's gonna be like. Do I have to write the letters backwards too?
Yes. There you go.
Okay, good. So, hang on.
Hey, you did it. Congratulations.
We are now evil. I mean, live. Anyway, whoa, this thing is bouncing all over the place.
It is bouncing.
There we go. So yeah, we've got that as a.
It smells live for my view. So it's,
really?
it's showing it. It's showing
backwards
it
for us.
It's backwards for us, but it's frontwards for you.
Oh my word. Okay, that's interesting. So yeah, it is backwards on our end.
So they just watched you write that backwards.
So now it says evil for you guys, but not for. Okay, you know what?
It all goes away now. There we go.
YouTube ruined it for us. YouTube ruined it.
They ruined it all.
All right, guys. So, first of all, do you want to, since we're going to be bringing them into this a little bit, tell them about what's going on, what we're working on?
I mean, it's not a big deal. We are currently working on like an extension of Real Anime Training.
Yo, Happy Able Dragon.
Extension of Real Anime Training because Real Anime Training has a lot of full programs on it. But they're not.
Punch Man.
There's One Punch Man. There's
Kenichi thing.
Full programs are One Punch Man. There's a Hajime no Ippo training program. There is the beginnings of the Goku training program. There's an older version of it, but I'm trying to update it. But honestly, all of that takes a ridiculous amount of time, like so much time. And I want the full scope of it to be like taking you from start to finish. So like we have the entire program, all of the programming, the form videos, education, that kind of stuff to really get you to be able to emulate those characters as best possible. I even have a Batman program, but it's not complete yet because it just takes so much time. So part of the reason that we were thinking about doing this, what we're doing is moving possibly toward a membership-based program for the full program. So Real Anime Training would still have all of its own, workouts, its articles, the free blog would still exist, But all of the stuff that is the full programs, they would be moved to a membership site,
but first
completely revamped. Yeah. Not only completely revamped, but done in a much higher quality, like premium level version, so that you guys would get the most out of that.
You know how you've got websites like Udemy or Skillshare or Lynda and stuff like that, where they've got courses that you can follow along and complete and whatnot. It'd be like that, but with nerdy training stuff.
Yeah, so like you'd have several different types of training programs that you could go through. Like I said, I already have like 5 years of a Hajime no Ippo training program already done.
It'd be very hard to try and follow that on a free blog that was being done by one guy for the last 11 years.
Yeah, so I mean, I've tried to do the best that I can, but for the most part, it's been in my spare time when I've been, you know, having to work to pay bills and whatnot. So a lot of the stuff that we, you know, are doing now, because of what we're, you know, I've had a lot more free time to be able to do stuff with videos and making content. But what I'd like to do is I'd like to really be able to immerse myself in making content for, you know, my readers, my viewers, to be able to get the most out. And so I'm still going to be making free videos. I'm still going to be making free workouts, but the overall big programs that will get you from start to finish, that stuff, we're going to be moving that to a paid membership site. And so we wanted to talk to you guys about both changing the name back from on the YouTube channel from Next Level Stuff to Real Anime Training, and the prospects of us moving into this new era of a Real Anime Training Plus, if you will.
Now, the reason that we were talking about maybe changing the YouTube channel name back to Real Anime Training is just so that everything's under the same name. You know, there's people who subscribed long before we started doing Origin Story and everything else that knows Real Anime Training, and maybe it was a bad idea to change that. I don't know. But the other thing is that the program, what we're currently calling Real Anime Training Plus, just a tentative name, maybe is what we'll call it in the future, maybe not. It's not just programs like that written out. We'd also have hundreds upon hundreds of super detailed, in-depth videos demonstrating exercises in their various variations and the forms you can do. There'd be
educational videos
stuff on hydration, recovery, nutrition,
yeah,
stuff like
all
that,
kinds
stretching,
of stuff.
warm-ups. And on top of all of this, there'd also be a support group, basically a community of other people who are also who share your interests,
who are doing full programs like you're doing.
And it would be like open up so that you'd be able to share success stories and encourage each other and help each other give advice and whatnot. And it would be an open thing where we'd all kind of get together and create a community of you know, anime nerds and nerds of other variations that are trying to get fit or improve their strength or stuff like that.
And Mike, I'm glad I got your attention with Ippo, because that's literally one of my favorite series of all time. So I'm glad that I got your attention with that. So we kind of wanted to get your feedback on that. So if you guys want to leave anything in the chat here or in the comments, if you're seeing this afterwards, I'd love to see that. So here's your opportunity. Okay, good. Thank you very much. Yeah, so Mario, those things, that post right there, I sat down and I banged that out. I did a lot of work on that stuff. And you see the level of information that's in that post and in the preparatory program. That is not the level that it's going to be a step above that when it moves into the paid program. So it's literally going to be all of that information and then some for everything that I've done for every program so far.
Yes. So go on, keep talking about that. I got
Jeffrey, what are you doing? Messing us up here.
Messing things up.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
You adding a poll?
Yeah, I'm going to try and add a poll here real quick.
Okay, so right now, the programs that I have completed are is pretty much just the One Punch Man training program is in the completed version, because there's still stuff coming out for Ippo. I'm working on a Grappler Baki full program. I'm working on a the Goku training program. I would like to do a Vegeta training program. These are full programs, but they take a lot of time. And so that's why we would like to move it. Heck yeah, better than the Workout Master Post. The Workout Master Post is still going to be there.
Yeah.
But this is beyond that. This is the scope. This is you immersing yourself in what it is to be Ippo or Goku or Baki and living that as close to it as we can get.
And you know those hero challenges, like if you looked at the One Punch Man training program, almost every week there was a hero challenge where you had to do some workouts to save some people, or a boss battle where you had to fight a monster. That stuff, I mean, we've got so many ideas about turning these things into videos, like video challenges and stuff. You'd be tracking your progress as you go through the program, so you'd be able to say, hey, I'm this far into the program, this is how well I'm doing and stuff. It'd be a way to really measure your success. And if there's one thing Origin Story has taught me, is that being able to measure your success helps make sure you go and get more success as you go on.
Yeah.
But speaking of which, another thing that we would eventually want to do is, after I'm done with my thing, is also add an Origin Story course. We'd start creating our own things that are branded off of whatever we've made.
And the Origin Story stuff. A lot of my stuff is kind of like if you're already kind of into fitness or whatever. So, I mean, like the Origin Story would be like a beginner program for people who've never touched fitness in their entire lives and are possibly in a state where Duffy was, where he'd lost all hope and that kind of thing. So,
yeah,
whenever that comes out, that'll be more along the lines of that. But, this is the stuff that we're talking about doing. And I see that Mario is interested.
He's very interested.
He's very interested. Let's see here.
Okay, so there should be a poll right now. If you go ahead and hit the little information button, which I guess on your screen would be over here, since everything is backward for us.
I'm not sure.
If you click on that, you'd be able to go ahead and leave us your opinion on the poll. Next level stuff for Real Anime Training. Yeah. So
okay, cool.
That's cool. Chris Pepper following your own.
Now, like I said, that's the subscription to that member site that is like an extension of Real Anime Training's normal free blog. That would be a paid program. So I mean,
but the free blog would still be there.
Yes, exactly.
So we'd have you go to realanimetraining.com. It'd be a completely revamped blog. It would look amazing, and then there'd be a little button that takes you to the other side of that, where you've got the more premium content and the special features and whatnot. So Real Anime Training is not going anywhere. It's not going to be made completely locked out for everybody that wants to see it.
Absolutely not.
It'll still be there.
Yep.
This channel would remain free, of course, too. Obviously, still making content on the channel as well. So that's where we're at right now.
Cool. Okay. All right. Good to know. Yeah. So
I like how we just take a few seconds.
We're just looking over there. So I mean, look at the chat. So
I love those comments.
Absolutely, yeah. They keep Duffy alive. They're one of the things that keeps him living.
Yep.
So the general consensus that we're getting from you guys is that Real Anime Training is what you know us as previously. So that's what you'd be, more likely to think of us in terms of. Some of you are, don't care one way or the other. We'll get some more comments after the video posts and see what other people think.
Yeah.
And then we'll kind of, move in that whatever direction. But honestly, I'm kind of moving in the direction of moving it back to Real Anime Training myself. Let's see here.
How would it work with Olympic weightlifting?
Okay, so that just depends. With your particular goals in mind, it would just be you would pick a program that's more in line with those goals. And so I don't know if you're a competitive Olympic weightlifter or what the case is. That would be one of those things that we would be able to talk about in the community once you got in.
Right.
So I mean, obviously we could still kind of talk about it now, but once you're a paid member in the community, then it's like I've got definite time because you're a customer to do it. I take time out of my day, like almost every day, to answer questions and sometimes take video calls and do that just because I want to help people. But I only have so much time and I've still got to pay the bills. So that's part of the reason we decided to do this, because since I'm doing it anyway, we try to, be able to do it a little bit better.
Reason we're doing this is we really do feel like there's a void in the market, essentially. The fitness is usually, being marketed toward mothers, people who are already fit,
yeah,
and the people who are going to start New Year's resolutions and then immediately halt after the first month.
Yeah.
Nerds like us, there are some places. Obviously, Jack's Blade has tapped that very well. There are other places out there that do sort of this kind of stuff. We want to throw in our hat in the ring and say, you know, we can help you guys find success. The fact that I'm even doing this, you know, 6-7 months into it, proves that this guy knows what he's talking about. Success is available if you go for it. And
absolutely, yeah.
The idea would not just be, here's your assignment, go do it. It would be, here's your assignment, here's a community to help make sure you do it, and we're always
and you have regular access to be, which is good, because, you know, I mean, like I said, I get people to send me videos. Hey, can you check my form? Hey, is this okay? What does this look like? And, you know, it takes me a little while to get to some people sometimes, but I try to get to everybody. In a paid program setting, it's like, I don't want to say it's like it's worth my time, but at the very least, I can take away time from, you know, other work that I've got going on, because it's paying the bills. You know, it's about priorities at that point. You know, I can't nothing's free.
No, nothing's free in life, and we do need to be able to pay for this stuff. Obviously, because building the website on its own requires
a lot more expensive than I thought it was going to be.
I've spent all weekend working on this thing. All right, and it's not easy.
Yeah, so he actually built the program. Well, not the program, but started building the website. And then we found out, like, after he done a bunch of work into it already, that, like, there was a better way to do it. And so he's like, all of this work I did this week, was worthless.
It really wasn't worthless, though, because I learned a lot in doing that. And, you know, maybe that's a skill I'll be able to use somewhere down the line. Never think that work you put into something was actually worthless. That's something I'm having to remind myself.
So anyway, to get back to a previous question, Matthias, I'd love to be able to talk to you about how this would fit in with your Olympic weightlifting. I love Ollie lifts. So yeah, I would love to see, you know, what you're doing, what you're programming, what your goals are, and then be able to move that into, you know, move you into a program that would help you do that. And if you need more, you know, if you're in the actual program itself and you need more specific coaching, that's available too. So I mean, that's definitely something that we can offer as well.
And we're talking about all sorts of ideas for this. I mean, obviously there's the community that not only would you be a part of with other, you know, members, but we'd be there too. You talk with us. Yeah. We're talking about maybe doing like monthly hangout sessions with you guys where we can all talk and answer questions, like in a nice open forum session sort of thing. We're talking about offering trainer calls, you know, with Steven, so that you can be like, hey, I need a one-on-one personal help here. So these are ideas that we're throwing around and trying to see how we can make it work for you guys, because you guys are the reason that we do this stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it really doesn't matter to me. Like I was sitting at my house, and Jack's Blade messaged me on Facebook. He's like, "Hey, do you think you got a minute? You know, I've got some questions about a form thing here because he has an injury with his elbow." So I was like, "Yeah, I'd be happy to take a look at it." And I sat down with him for like half an hour and just like talked about random stuff and figured out how to help with his elbow. So I mean, everybody can learn. I'm not saying that I'm like the end-all, be-all of fitness, but I've been around for a while. I've done a lot of different stuff, and I've pounded most of these different training protocols into my own body to know how they work.
So you've got an expert here, basically. So yeah, that's I think that's about it.
We had 2 people leave, Duffy.
Can you believe it?
Can you
the nerve of them? They're not welcome in our community.
Okay, that's
not true. No, we will take anybody's money. Look, see, someone else came. We will take all money. It's okay.
So a funny thing is that at some point, I don't even know how this happened, but Duffy and I started speaking in a Russian accent,
and now that's
just like almost our default. We spend about 40 to 50% of the day
just talking like
just talking in Russian accent.
Look, I have solution. All right, we take people, say you're fat, now give money. See, that is how fitness works online.
No,
we don't do that.
It's not work.
It's not. No one give me money to tell them they're fat. Okay, I would not pay for that, and I am fat. So that is that. I don't know what the heck happened. We just started doing
da.
Yes. We are very charismatic Russians.
Yes.
So
yes.
I don't know what the heck how this happened.
Duvsky and Ivan.
Yeah, Duvsky and Ivan. This is like a running joke, and now we
honestly, I don't know how it got started.
We
it
wind
just
up doing
keeps
this.
persisting.
We wind up talking like this, even if we're not even together. Like I talk to my wife like this now.
Yeah,
and
my son started picking it up. Like when I walk into the front door, he says hello.
I'm worried that little Emran, she's not even 2 yet, and she's starting to learn how to talk. I'm starting to worry that as she gets older, she's going to like have this half Russian, half normal.
It's like, is one of your parents Russian, honey? No.
Like, what would because Lindsay is a Southern Mountain girl. I gotta wonder what a Russian
Southern
accent would sound like.
I don't even want to try that. That sounds like a beach.
Howdy. Howdy. Do you know where my pickup is? Oh gosh. That's so much fun.
Yeah. So this is like the first time that we're putting this out here.
Yeah.
We're going to be making like an official announcement for the membership site and what we're doing with the name and everything going back to Real Anime Training here shortly. I'd say in the next couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So we just kind of wanted to, since you guys, the people that actually watch the live streams, since you guys are
it's okay.
Our big watchers and whatnot. We kind of wanted to get your opinion on things.
Yeah,
because we value you.
Yes, we do.
Yeah,
totally. Do you think that's going to make them give us money if we tell them we value them?
I think they will just give us money because the program is going to be amazing.
I mean, it will be amazing, but I don't know. Marketing makes me feel dirty inside. Honestly, the more I look at it, I'm like, this feels wrong.
Marketing used to make me feel bad about things, but then I was like,
if the product's really
good, the product's good, then I don't feel so bad because,
fine.
I put a ridiculous amount of work into this, and it's good stuff, and it's fine.
Yeah. So yeah, this guy will be riding all the workouts. We already started filming our local UFC gym. This was amazing. Our local UFC gym is letting us film with like multiple cameras to do the workout videos, and that's just awesome.
So yeah, UFC Gym Greenville, amazing. If you're in the upstate of South Carolina, just go get a membership right now. Tell them that Real Anime Training sent you, and yeah,
they're really cool people over there. So we're gonna have all those videos, and it's all gonna be, he's doing basically the content creation stuff. I'm building the website and the system, and you guys,
because you don't want to trust me to do that because you've seen what it looks like when I do that. It's not good.
No, it's not. So he's building the content. I'll build the website. You guys build the community, and we'll all just build this thing together. How about that?
Absolutely. And so we'll have this whole community of people getting fit together, and put muscles.
Yes. So is that it?
I think that's it. I don't think we have anything else. Unless there's anything else that you guys would like to talk about. If you have any questions to finish up this live stream, I think we're about done.
We will answer any questions.
We will give it 5 minutes.
And if you want, you may also ask us to say random things that you want in the Russian voice. we will take requests.
Taking Russian voice requests.
Oh yes. So let's see here.
Hopefully we not have Russian viewer and they get angry. Because
listen. Good. It's all in good humor. Okay? Not actually.
Good humor is ice cream.
Good. It is?
Oh, that's not, it is. Good humor, man.
It is in ice cream. Okay. That is how that works. We're not getting any questions yet. No, but there may be delay.
There is possible delay.
We can just keep talking like this for the 5 minutes you gave them. And see how long it takes for everyone to leave because we are
they're irritating voices.
So I was talking to Lindsay and she said we should play a role-playing game and you should be a Russian. And I said, okay, fine. And now I am going to be Gregor the Russian. Dragons are the best creatures in all existence.
Dragons are best creature in all existence.
Yes. I think that my great-grandfather had dragon that ate him. It was not bad.
My great-grandfather was dragon.
Oh! So does that make you
hold on. Wait, let me think. No. Pathological liar. not dragon. I get those mixed up all the time. Sorry.
The pathological liar and dragon.
What's funny is I think that's actually the case. Is that he was pathological liar?
Oh no, yes.
So that's,
you looked into that.
I did. Yes, it's quite sad.
Yes, sorry, very sorry. Did you inherit that trait?
No.
I certainly not trust my business partner.
Oh.
Throw out window. Push.
No.
You know, I just realized that it was Happy Apple Dragon. That's a dragon, our best creature. Does this mean that you are dragon?
I think perhaps there is
YouTube?
bias for Happy Apple Dragon to say dragons are best.
Can a dragon use YouTube? Do you have the ability to type comments in?
Okay, so my solo queue is actually unranked because I've not been playing by myself. I've been playing flex queue, and I'm actually in my promos to go to bronze 3. So I'm not very good because I don't play very often. But I have noticed a sharp increase in my skill from last season to this season. It might also be the fact that I literally only touch like 2 or 3 champions, so I'm not like all over the place with it.
And I have only ever played the tutorial.
Yeah,
and that's it.
That's it. Yeah, but I'm a Teemo main, so if that says anything, I like to be the most irritating thing in existence.
And he does that all the time.
All the time, constantly irritating people.
Okay, so I have a funny story. The other day, I was I think it was like on Sunday. I was working so much on the WordPress site for us, and it was getting so frustrating. I was so angry, and I didn't know why I was getting so angry and so stressed out. Like around 8, 9 o'clock, I suddenly realized I hadn't spoken with the Russian accent in so long, so I started doing that, and my stress just disappeared. So talk in weird accent. Sorry, both weird, no offense. Talk in different accent that you enjoy, and it stress reliever.
Yes, Teemo is definitely. I've had people like the global taunt is real. It's like if I'm not pushing, if I'm not winning the lane, it's most likely because everybody has come top to kill me because they want me dead.
It looks like
I literally will play Teemo in every lane. I'll play him top, mid, bot, support, jungle. I don't care. And I make it work.
That is something I have been trying to look into. Actually,
we are trying. I mean, like some of the systems that we need in place to do that are hard to implement. So we're trying.
Here's the thing:
we're trying.
Okay, for real though, I only started thinking about that yesterday, and I haven't had the time to look into it. I am certain there's got to be a plugin or some way to do that wouldn't be too hard to put in. But right now, I'm working on the basic systems of having the courses and the community working properly. Once that's done, I would love to go ahead and have a trophy system.
Yeah,
it's like a video game or something like that.
Trophies, levels, something.
Because if you could like brag about what you're doing and how you're succeeding, that would be really cool. 1 second. Keep talking.
Also, in this kind of we got a few people in here. Our community, we were trying to figure out if you guys would prefer to have like a forum on the site that you could go to or a Facebook group that we could go to. I mean, both have pros and cons. I feel like forums are a little better, arranged, but Facebook is a little bit easier to get into because everybody's already logged into Facebook anyway. So I kind of wanted to get your opinion on that to see what you guys prefer. If you prefer on-site forums that were a lot better arranged, or if you would just like Facebook since it's easier to get to.
Say hi. Say hello. Yeah. Who's Dad?
Sarah.
Yes, Dad. Who's Dad? That's L1.
Yeah.
Yes, L1. Come on. Who's Dad?
She never says my name. Hello.
She's been calling him Gohan, though, so that tells you.
She has been calling me Gohan. I don't really understand that. You know what, Happy Apple Dragon? I don't really trust Facebook either. That's one of the reasons that we wanted to do a non-Facebook group because all the stuff with, personal information and whatnot on Facebook kind of grinds my gears.
Former Facebook, yeah. See, that's the thing. I mean, I want everyone to be feel like they can be open about their health and whatnot, and you don't want Facebook having that information. So even in a private group, that they have all that info. So I'd rather have it private as well.
Mario, when you say that you'd like to see videos of, do you mean going for those goals, or what do you mean exactly? Because I would love to video an event that I do that I've got up that I wanted to do, or if I traveling to a location or something like that. That would be amazing because then I could be like, look, here was one of the goals that I had. I did it. Here's the video proof of it. So I'm not exactly sure what you were referring to, but yeah, absolutely. Vote for okay. So yeah, everybody's talking about forum over Facebook, which honestly I was not expecting. But so yeah, that's that. That's definitely I would prefer a forum over Facebook myself. So that's definitely.
Okay, so we're on the same page. That's good.
Yeah, we're on the same page for the forum. So okay, cool. Yeah, Mario. So yeah, the next time I'm close to doing a PR or doing something to get a goal, I will definitely be videoing that for posterity so that you guys can see that. So I guess I had a couple of other questions for you guys since you are, involved in all of this. Since the Real Anime Training Plus, tentative name that we're calling it, will be a paid program since there's stuff involved. We're trying to decide how we want to price that. Do you want it to be a monthly membership, or do you want it to be something where you pay, 1 to 4 payments, and then that's all you pay for
life?
Yeah, for life. And those 1 to 4 payments would be large sums, but you would never pay again.
Yeah.
Or would you rather have a monthly membership that?
Now, the reason we think a lifetime membership would make sense would be because if the community is going to work well, it's got to have people that are in it. And after a while, people are like, well, I don't want to keep paying the monthly fee, so I'm just going to leave. And then the community gets smaller.
Our thought was if we had a very large, if we had a large sum at the very beginning,
or broken up into multiple
payments, like four, I think is the most I would want to do. Then when you got in, you're in forever. And so that you get to stay in this community and help build it. And then, you're an ambassador out to other people to get into the community and that kind of thing. So we wanted to know what your preference was, what you thought that you would like more, a monthly payment or a 1 to 4 lump sums to get you in the program forever. So let's hear what you guys got to say about that. And if you have things that an amount that you would pay for such a thing like that you would have almost one-time
payment. That's good.
So you would have access essentially to a trainer almost all the time, and various different programs based around your favorite characters, full programs start to finish, lots of education, lots of almost lecture style sometimes of teaching you about your own body. It's like a whole college coursework of get fit.
Okay, so I'm really actually surprised to see that we've already got 3 people talking about being there for
lifetime. Oh wow!
Because when we mean it, it'd be an expensive hurdle to get through, which we thought originally might mean that we'd have
because I
want to join.
I'm a cheap person. I will readily admit that. I am not afraid of that. I've accepted that about myself. So anytime I see anything that costs anything over $10 ever, I'm like, oh, that's expensive. So I'm always hesitant to try to charge people a large sum of money, even though I know it's worth it, because I feel like, oh, I know I wouldn't pay for that because, because I'm cheap. But so yeah.
Lifetime be better.
Yeah, you guys are kind of on the same.
We're all on the same page about where to have the community, how we should make it priced. And we would make it it'd be like the absolute cheapest to pay it all in one lump sum. Yeah. But if we broke it up, it would be like smaller amounts, but it would come out to be more money or something like that. I think that we would. I think we're doing pretty good here.
Yeah. So I've got another question for you on that line. We're still trying to hammer down exactly what we need to charge in order to make it profitable for us to be able to do it and pay for all of the yearly costs for the website, and that not just like the URL, but like the construction of the website and whatnot, and all of our other stuff. We're trying to figure out what we need to charge, but what would you guys be willing to pay one time to get into something like that forever? As
you think about that. Real quick recap: we'll have so many multiple workout programs,
hundreds of videos about form,
hundreds of videos, the community,
lots hours and hours of content of talking about fitness concepts, recovery, running, workouts, gaining muscle, lots of stuff that I would like to talk about, but doesn't necessarily fit the scope of our channel. But it would be a lot of content. Like I said,
plus
when you think of this, think of I'm going to college to learn about fitness. That's what you're essentially.
And instead of being geeked out in 4 years, you're there forever.
You're there forever.
And you're not paying hundreds of thousands of dollars either. That's not
And
happening.
it's something that's going to pay dividends for the rest of your life because, you know, you're learning about your body. Because I'd like to talk about anatomy too. That would be something that I would like to be able to
imagine
reference.
this 10 years down the road, being able to say, I really want to try some new exercise stuff. And, oh, that's right. 10 years ago, I paid a lump sum and I have lifetime access to a library with hundreds of videos going over that stuff. So I can just go check that out.
And you go back to it and it's like, oh, wow, there's more than I was here last time.
Because we would keep adding content.
Yeah, as long as people were interested in still coming back, that, you know, and plus you would have access to all the content that was in the forums, people talking about the stuff that they were doing. So not only are you learning from me, you're learning from each other.
Yeah. So
from each other's experience.
The value of this is incredible, I think. But we also want to make sure because you've got this thing about the value is also coming from you guys. We want to make sure, you know, if we don't have people in there, the value goes down.
Exactly. Because if there's nobody in there, then it doesn't work.
Well, that's like, you know, a whole third of the value is gone if no one's in there. So we want to make sure it's something that you can get into, but still, you know, pays for the expenses that we have to incur. Also, you know, he's got a family and I've got a family, so we got to make sure that's taken care of too.
Yeah.
And there's work we'll be doing this work full time essentially. So yeah, we just want to see what you guys think would be fair that you could possibly handle. So you just let us know what you think. And if it's something you're not sure about right now, you can always come back.
Immortal Games, I believe that's Arabic. I do not read Arabic.
That's okay.
We speak Arabic.
That's what Google Translate is for. Hang on. Hang on. Translate.google.com. We're gonna find out what
that is.
I can't even see if there's anything else going on here. WL.
Okay.
WL to you too, sir.
There's more.
There's more.
Okay, you know what? We're just gonna leave that alone.
No, I want to know. It's like, no, you're not allowed to select that.
You can't select it because that's not your language.
It's not your language. Stop trying to appropriate this man's language. I just want to know what it says. I'm curious that way. I'm Arab. Sweet.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay, Immortal Games, we're not going to do this.
Okay, yeah, we're not going to keep going back. Look, I appreciate that you speak that language. I don't speak that language. I'm sorry. I know English. I moderately can understand Japanese, and yeah, that's about it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, I take that back. I can read French pretty well.
There's a question for you.
When will you complete Goku's training program on the blog? Okay, so that's part of what we're talking about here. We're talking about having these full programs be available on a paid membership site because I'll be able to work on them full time rather than in my spare time, is which I'm having to do now.
We've got a lot more people here, like twice as many people as we had earlier. So, real quick recap: talk about membership site with so many workout program courses, like the One Punch Man training program, the Goku workout program,
Batman training program,
stuff like that.
All kinds of stuff,
coupled with hundreds upon hundreds of videos, not only going over how to do workouts in detail, but also fitness concepts like nutrition and recovery and warm-ups and stretching, and having a community of people who are doing the same thing that you're doing to help encourage you to share success stories.
You know what, though? If you guys are interested, I think we have that capture page for people's emails.
Yes, there we go.
So if you guys want to go to,
I'm gonna actually type it in.
He's gonna type it into the chat. So if you guys want information on when this is coming out, is it S dash?
Oh yeah, you know what? It is S dash. So here's the thing. This URL is from when we were thinking about doing something different. The description on the page talks about it just being the One Punch Man program,
but there's more to it.
But we have evolved the idea since we made this page. But if you put your name and email address in there, your email will be saved so that when we are ready to launch it or send you more information, that email is going to be all about that stuff, related to this program. So if you are even in the least bit interested, I highly recommend you go to s-class101.com.
Yep.
And your name and email address, and we'll send you information as soon as it's ready. It's not going to be like we're going to spam your email with anything, obviously. I hope that we have become
it's really just about when we're going to be launching the program.
Yeah, we want you to trust us because obviously this is a big deal, talking about giving us money to do something like this. We have tried on this channel to be trustworthy and very honest, down-to-earth people. So if you want to do something, There you
Hello,
go.
Nico.
Hello, Nico. I'm going to do the Russian one.
Hello.
Hello, everyone.
everyone.
We already have someone signing up. Mario.
Nice.
Mario, you have just won your email being put in the list. That's it. I do not have anything.
Currently
for you.
don't have anything else.
You can have my whiteboard cleaner.
You, I think, are the actual first person to do that. So
Yes, I would assume that you are. And Immortal Games is saying that he thinks everyone should sign up. I think that's
because
probably what
I
that
don't
says.
speak that language. Everyone should sign up.
Yes, that's most likely what it says. Guys, this has been great. I feel
We
a
got
lot
11
more.
people.
I feel a lot more confident about this idea now. I'm glad that you guys like this stuff.
I know about a few lifetime subscriptions for fitness
Ooh.
stuff. They're all about $1,000.
$1,000. So,
Okay.
I mean, that was a price point we were talking about at one point.
Yeah, we
haven't
weren't exactly sure what we were going to do.
Yeah, like we were
So,
thinking.
yeah.
I remember, okay, when we started this thing, we were thinking $99 for life. That is a terrible idea.
Yeah, it was a terrible idea. And the reason it's a terrible idea is because we really underestimated just how much stuff we were going to be putting into it.
So,
And it's like when we started going, it's like, this is hundreds of hours of work.
yes.
$99 is not a good price.
No. And that was back when it was just the One Punch Man training program. Like we said, we're going to have the One Punch Man, a Hajime no Ippo program, a Batman program, a Goku program, maybe an Oratory program.
And the
later
majority,
on.
a bunch of these programs are already finished or mostly finished. So like all we've got to do is get them kind of revamped, put on the site, get them linked to the new video content that we're going to do, and we're going to have the production quality be as high as possible. That's we want this to be something where you go to and you go, I'm glad I paid the money for this because it's worth it.
You know, I think it's going to be really worth it now. I'm so glad to see that so many people are interested in this because I think it's worth it. And it's something that I wish that I had back before I started. Before I met Steven, if something like this was available, it probably would have benefited me a lot. Because a lot of what I needed was encouragement, which I got from Steven, which I got from my family, which I got from a lot of you guys in the comment section. And now we're talking about kind of creating that environment, that environment for success as something that you can buy into.
So I've made a comment about this before on a live stream or on various things. There's a lot of stuff in Origin Story that you don't see. And it's a lot of behind the scenes talking through issues and breaking down negative and false belief systems to replace them with positive and truthful belief systems. So that's another thing that's available in this programming is talking about things like this so that you can break down the things that are in your way and replace them with things that are going to help you accomplish your goals. So believe it or not, that is a lot of the work toward moving and toward being successful is fixing what's up here.
I think Steven would say would agree that the hardest thing for him in training me has been breaking down mental barriers.
Yeah.
Not about pushing me to do more in the gym.
And I mean, some of pushing him to do more in the gym is impeded by those mental barriers.
Yeah.
So
that's my limiting factor.
Yeah. Once we break down those mental barriers, then it's like all of a sudden it's like, oh, it's like I've powered up, and for some reason I'm squatting twice as much.
We'll see.
It is absolutely it's a mindset, Mario. It's absolutely a mindset.
So that's something we're hoping to bring to you guys.
Do we do have a baby.
Oh, hello, baby. You want to come back in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, say hello.
Hello.
She will not be a part of the program. She's too young. Which reminds me, obviously, just for disclaimer's sake, we're not doctors.
No.
That's it.
We're not doctors. So before you start any fitness program, you should probably check with your doctor and whatnot. Now, like there will be like I said, there's stuff on nutrition and hydration and stretching and recovery and warm-ups and all kinds of stuff that you'll have access to. The nutrition stuff, it's mainly general information about how nutrition operates. I will not be giving out specific meal plans because I am not a registered dietitian and that is outside my scope of practice. But that doesn't mean that we wouldn't get a registered dietitian to build those things if we had enough members. So that's pretty much where that's going. So I'm extremely excited about moving forward with this. I really hope that we can get you guys in because I think it would be really beneficial for all of you. And it's so much content. There's the opportunity to train yourself like so many different characters and you can get massive endurance. You can get if you don't want endurance on that high level, you can get a ridiculous amount of strength. You can get the ability to, increase your toughness in general, your flexibility, combat ability. So there's lots of different stuff that we're wanting to go into. And I'm excited about the program. We went a little longer than I thought we were going to when we started the question and answer period. But you know what? It's been very helpful. Do you guys have anything else that you would like to talk about or have a question about before we go?
Or Russian impersonation.
Or Russian impersonation. One more of those. We can do that. Yeah, that's fine. And Immortal Games, you said I'm otaku. Well, I think the majority of the people on this channel would probably also be otaku. Yeah. Well, Chris, that's what this is here for. So, brother, if you are interested in this, then it is on the way. Put your information into the website s-class101.com, and we will get you put in our email list, and you will have as much as possible. And once again, it's backwards for us when he writes that, but hopefully you guys can see that.
So this is what you guys decided on. The only
thing about 100, about 1,000.
Sorry. Oh gosh. Thank you.
So this is all the stuff that you guys have said.
You said Real Life Training as the name is not a bad idea. You said Lifetime. Overwhelmingly said Lifetime was.
Yeah, nobody said monthly membership.
And we got one person saying that they would have expected something like this to be about $1,000. We didn't really.
Which is honestly the price point that we initially had thought about, but weren't sure if it was reasonable to.
Right. Yeah, we're still not sure. And just because.
I do a Spider-Man training program. I don't have it. Look, making training programs is literally one of my favorite things to do. So I don't have any problem building a Spider-Man training program. Themed workouts, I've been doing it for longer than Real Anime Training has been existing, probably for about 15 years. More collabs. Yes,
why not?
Absolutely. Definitely going to be doing more collaborations with Jaxblade. Would love to do some collaborations with some other fitness YouTubers and some other nerdy YouTubers just because I fanboy over some of those. So yeah, I would absolutely love to do some more collaborations, and back maybe Blimey Cow again, and say goodnight, Kevin. We can maybe watch the next VeggieTales movie.
Oh gosh. Obviously, yeah, we're Real Anime Training, we do all that stuff, but we have a wide variety of interests. So yes, for those of you who weren't a part of that community,
if you look up Say Goodnight Kevin and go to the VeggieTales Jonah movie,
we actually did a movie review, sort of like a Mystery Science Theater.
And I got to bring in my other interest, which is I have a degree in philosophy, and I love like philosophy of religion and stuff like that. And I got to talk a lot about that, and that'll be fun.
Duffy, compete again. I'm going to compete.
Goku Vegeta partner workout. That's actually one of the things that we were talking about doing with Jaxblade, was doing a Goku Vegeta partner workout.
Duffy, compete again? You talk about the Spartan race?
Oh yeah,
I've got more. I've got 2 more this year, and I kind of hope that I can do something else before then, because the Super is not until October. Yeah, and that's a long time.
Yeah, it's a long.
Maybe I can do something this summer, like sort of as an intermediary.
Yeah, maybe like a real cheap like a
your 5K,
like a 5 to 8K or something like that. Something that would be along those lines.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I am willing to do whatever the heck I need to do to make things interesting and inspire people, because man, we got some good responses from that.
Yeah,
Spartan
everybody
race.
really loved the Spartan video that we posted. Mind you, we don't get a lot of views on stuff, but we love how engaged you guys are as our community. That's one of our favorite things.
Yeah, that's the most important thing. A video like, let's say Jaxblade can get like hundreds of thousands of views. Thing is, it doesn't matter to us so much the views, so much it is just seeing how engaged you guys are. You guys are essentially friends. The way we've talked with you guys, and you inspire me, and I inspire you. It's a nice little circle, and eventually the cycle will come and say, "You give me money." No. Okay. Twist inside for a second here, because I've been on that side of the screen for too long, guys. I joke around a lot, Sorry, I'm tired now. We've been doing this for 51 minutes.
Yeah, we've been sitting here talking to you guys for almost an hour. But I've really enjoyed it. And so this kind of like back and forth is one of those things that you'll also have the ability to do in the program. We're going to have monthly hangouts where you guys can ask about fitness stuff, ask about how your program is doing, and you can get like almost like kind of like a one-on-one, but it's not. It's a group like seminar of fitness stuff that would only be available for you guys to be involved in.
Mario says he's going to jump on some turtles to get some coins to pay for the membership.
You know what?
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
That's what it.
But please do not get in trouble with your local, wherever you live.
I don't think Pete is okay with you jumping on turtles.
Of course, I think Mario. Don't you live in Germany?
Oh yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, so I don't know what the rules are in Germany about jumping on turtles. About the World Martial Arts Tournament. Look, I want it to happen eventually. Stages, okay? It's going to take. He said, what about the World Martial Arts Tournament?
What about it?
Like us putting it on. Yeah, because at one point I talked about doing that. Yeah. It's like,
so look, if this membership thing takes off and we make a lot of money, guess what we'll be able to do? We'll be able to do a World Martial Arts Tournament.
And I don't know if we'll be able to do it like, an actual World Martial Arts Tournament right off the bat, but I would love to hold kind of a local / regional, come and test your skills kind of thing, like just a throwdown thing, nothing like professional where you're necessarily going to win any money, but just, a meetup to be able to do that sort of thing.
I have a question for everybody. How many people already signed up for the pre-registration thing? The little email list, I sent you the link to.
We've got 7 people in here. And
I just want to make sure there's no glitches, because right now it says there's only 1 email that signed up, and I thought I saw more people talking about doing it. I mean, we're not going to read the name, obviously, because I don't want to tell everyone who that is. But
yeah, so if you guys, like I said, we don't know who all went to the website to sign up, but if you have put your information in, if you would let us know in the chat. Just so that we can see if there's all right.
Matthias says he did it, and so Rohan, I've got you in here. Matthias, I don't have you, and Mario, I don't have you either. So
I'm not sure what's up with that.
Let me see here. I'm just gonna test out myself, because I don't want to leave you guys thinking that you're gonna get updates if you're not. I just thought you might want to check this before we do anything else here. So I'm gonna go ahead and try and sign myself up and see if that works. Okay, so I just went ahead and tried it myself, and now I'm going to go refresh our list and see if the name was added or not. Okay, Chris Pepper, got you in here.
So maybe there's a delay.
For some reason, I didn't get myself yet. So maybe there is a delay.
Maybe there is a delay because he just signed up. He's not on there, but...
that's it. You have to confirm I forgot about that. You have to confirm your email. So when you do that, go ahead, check your email, hit the confirmation button.
There you go. Yeah, you can go confirm your email, and then that'll make sure that you're on it. It's like a double confirmation, just to let you know we are not sending you spam. Yeah. You actually did ask for this.
Exactly. Okay, so I'm going to assume this is working just fine, and I'm going to close it here. So
I don't. Mario said check your spam folder. And if you didn't get your spam folder, if it wasn't in your spam folder, go ahead and try to sign up again, and then see what happens. And then if that doesn't happen, you can always just shoot us an email at realanimetraining.com or at
admin@nextlevelstuff. I'm going to put this in the comments right now.
So you can at realanimetraining at gmail.com or admin@nextlevelstuff.com. We're going to put those in the chat here. So if you tried to sign up, didn't get a confirmation email, please send us your information. We'll add you manually.
If you also, I'm gonna, after this live stream is over, I'm gonna put those email addresses into the content of the description of this video, so that way you can come see it for future reference. The more people we get in on, we've already got a bunch of people here who obviously are excited about this, so I'm excited. I was already excited.
Now
it's double excited. I'm double secret excited.
You know what? That means that between the four of us. Because there's double excitement. That means there's double people.
Wait, hold on, Steven. I don't want to be double. I'm already huge.
Don't
speak Japanese.
You also haven't watched Naruto.
No, I haven't watched Naruto. Sorry about that. And now all of your subscribers are gone because you got someone on here who hasn't watched Naruto or Hajime no Ippo.
Okay.
Or Baki.
Yeah,
I've done the videos for them.
You need to watch more anime.
I know. I did the videos for them. Who thought the Sailor Moon video that we did?
Who has actually watched? Because that's we put a lot of work into that video, but very few people have watched it. Who's seen the Sailor Moon video?
So this guy was like, I want to do a Sailor Moon video. So we did it. And I was like, dude, I've never seen Sailor Moon. I don't know what it's like. And he was like, don't worry about it. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to worry about it. I watched the whole episode that he had based this workout on, and I tried to make it look like an episode of Sailor Moon.
and it honestly turned out really good.
I got my wife to do some voiceover narration for the beginning,
which she did an amazing job.
She did a great job. I loved it. It's one of my favorite projects that we've had on this channel. Honestly, that didn't involve origin story. I mean, that was like the best round training we've ever edited. We want to do more stuff like that. Obviously we did like the Makinochi fishing boat ad in the beginning of that
which
video.
Which honestly
that was total improv.
It was just complete improv. We didn't really know what we were doing. So we're just like, whatever, let's just make it.
Steven was just standing against. Hang on, I'm gonna move this a little bit.
This wall
over here.
Yeah.
And he was standing there. I had the camera filming and the microphone set up, and I was sitting over here in the back of the room just watching. And he was just trying so hard to figure out what to do here. And then he just went on a little rant. And then it kind of turned into a commercial. And so I was like, we're doing that 90s thing with like the blue screen and the yellow phone number and the MasterCard and Visa and whatnot. So that was a lot of fun. We want to do more fun stuff like that. Real Anime Training is the foundation of this channel. It's the foundation of everything that we do here. So I really want that stuff.
And so some of that stuff is kind of we haven't done a whole lot of it recently. We've done a few Real Anime Training videos, but we haven't done as much as we were doing, just because we've been spending so much time building the programming and the website and the stuff that we're talking about with you guys today. So, but we're definitely going to be making more Real Anime Training videos. That's not going away. The only thing that is going to be paid programming is
Real Anime Training Plus.
The Real Anime Training Plus, which is the expansive information and programming and whatnot.
Yes.
So yeah, that's.
We still only have 2 people in here, so I mean, if you haven't gotten, like I said before, if you don't get that confirmation email,
just go ahead and send us an email.
Go email us at either of those addresses, and either he or I will get you set up. Make sure you're in there, because I can add people manually, I believe. If we have to do that, we'll do that.
Yeah, is that through our MailChimp?
Yeah.
Yeah, then we can
definitely add contact information.
That's fine.
And you never know. So people who do pre-register, I think this is actually on the pre-registration website. We talked about you getting a discount. We're still working out what it's going to be, because we can't make a discount if we don't know the actual price point yet.
Exactly. But regardless, if you pre-register,
you will get
a
some sort of discount. And some of you might get huge discounts.
Yeah.
All depending on what we decide to do.
Yeah.
So let that be your motivation today.
By the way, retro anime does not get enough love from regular anime-tubers, except from the same old classics. If you guys ever want to talk about them, okay, cool.
So retro anime, we're talking about like what, Astro Boy and stuff?
Yeah, just I mean, like probably some of that, and then also Sailor Moon, and then some of the other like older, like 80s, 90s anime stuff. Heck yeah, like that would be a cool thing to do.
DuckTales.
That's not an anime.
Well, hey, the guy that created the anime style was inspired by Scrooge McDuck.
No?
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
No. Were you talking about Astro Boy?
I watched that. No, I don't know. I don't know who it was.
Astro Boy was old, and that was inspired by old old cartoons.
I don't know. I'm just parodying what I heard from somebody else.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm the fake anime fan. I only like Dragon Ball, Full Metal Alchemist, and I guess a little bit of SA, like the first part of SAO. I know I like other stuff.
People are really divided about SAO.
I know.
It's like they love it or it's trash.
Look, everything that happened in the actual Sword Art Online game, I thought that was cool. Everything that happened afterwards, I was just like, this is dumb.
Okay, so I've played Assassin's Creed like this much.
I played all of 1, all of 2, all of Brotherhood, all of Revelation.
He's a much bigger gamer than I am.
I played a little bit of 3, didn't like it too much. I loved Black Flag. So my favorite assassins would be Ezio and the dude who is Black Flag. Okay, I don't know the guy's name. I forgot. The pirate guy. You know what? Ship combat was actually a lot of fun in that thing, and that was amazing. Everything else after that, I just haven't played. But you know what? Talking about gaming stuff, we're talking about doing a secondary channel just for fun. I like I said in my last live stream, I really want to let's play through the Spyro HD trilogy, because Spyro is like my absolute favorite PlayStation title ever. And maybe we can get this guy to play some stuff like that he's never played before. Who knows? And that's just going to be
because I'm what I refer to as a
Edward Kenway. That's right. That's his name.
What I refer to as a franchise gamer. So I play all the Final Fantasies when they come out, and I used to play all of Pokemon, but I kind of dropped off after Black 2, White 2.
Happy Apple Dragon would think Spyro the Dragon.
Exactly.
You're a dragon. You're biased.
Yeah, dragons don't get an opinion about whether or not dragons are the best or not.
but Happy Old Dragon. I played Skyrim. I'll admit, I played through it all the way one time, and every time I tried to pick it up again, like with a new game or pick it up where I left off, I was like, it's
Mario.
I don't think there's a lot of replay value. I don't think there's even a point to a second file unless you want to see what happens if you make different decisions. But honestly, it's not that great to me. That's just me.
A lot of Skyrim. That's why it's been remade 400 times.
The fact that it's been released that many times, a lot of people love it. I hold no ill will against them. I just think that there are other things that can be remade, like Spyro, which is finally happening.
Yes,
I am giddy. What? I can be giddy about a Spyro remake. I didn't say I was giddy about a Sailor Moon movie or anything like that.
I don't know. Babe, I wouldn't want
I wouldn't.
Hey, look, Sailor Moon was my first anime. Leave me alone. Okay.
I had a channel before that I deleted before I started working with Steven here, and I got to interview him on the channel, and he was talking about how he got into anime through Sailor Moon, and I was really surprised because the only time I had ever seen something before then was when I was at the ER as a child at 1 a.m, and that was what was playing on TV in the waiting room. And I was like, "What's that?"
Who decided that they wanted to put Sailor Moon at 1 a.m? Who was watching this?
I was like, "Why are their eyes so big?" I had never seen anime before, so I was like, dude, Sailor Moon was my first anime too. I couldn't hear anything, but I saw it.
That's funny.
Dude, that's funny. Bye, Mario. I'm sorry. That comment's been up there for a while.
I said bye, Mario. But you weren't paying attention.
No, I wasn't. I was talking about Skyrim or something like that.
Yeah.
Skyrim coming out for your fork. No. Sorry, I saw a fork over there. It's like fork.
Okay.
Coming out on cameras now.
Thank you guys very much for being here for this live stream. We did not anticipate it going for an hour
and 3 minutes.
But we definitely enjoyed talking to you guys about everything. You know what? That's Chris. That's the exact same thing. Exactly. I'm right there with you. 5:30 in the morning before school as a child.
Hummel versus alums. Who would win? I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not sure either.
Okay, so we're gonna say alums because
I don't know.
Because why not? Someone's gonna do it. Yujiro Akuma.
Yujiro versus Akuma. So that's kind of difficult because I feel like Akuma has abilities that Yujiro doesn't have in universe. So like Akuma has obviously the Dark Hado abilities, and Yujiro is just like ridiculous and can kill like a giant elephant or dinosaur or any whatever, anything. He's ridiculous. I think in terms of pure physical ability, Yujiro's got it, but I think in terms of powers and whatnot, Akuma would probably win later in the fight. But if Yujiro happened to get his hands on him, he'd probably crush him.
I'm just gonna go with whatever he just said because I couldn't follow any of that at all. If you want to talk Western superheroes, I know like literally everything there is to know about it.
Akuma from Street Fighter?
Oh, that's not a Western superhero.
No, but how do you not know?
I've played this much of Street Fighter.
Okay.
I am not good at fighting games. I've never been good at fighting games. When I play a fighting game like Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat, I am like Nate Taylor and just spam the same dang move. And I hate doing that. I don't want to be that guy.
Yeah.
So I just don't play them. See, it's better than just being Kirby and going down B, down B, down B, down B, down B, down
strategy. My son's strategy is down B Kirby.
Oh gosh. A pastor that we had that did that all the time. And Nate, if you're watching, we still hold it against you.
Yeah, I played Street Fighter 4 with you, and I will never play with you again.
I did play DB Fighters. I did like it. Dragon Ball Fighters I liked it. But again, it was in single player mode. I didn't have to feel guilty about spamming the same move.
I would really like to play that game. You do have it.
You can let's play it on the new channel whenever.
But I don't normally play video games because I end up doing other things that are productive.
Yes, but what would be productive is for you.
Oh, there you go. You just make a workaround and make.
And I know you play Final Fantasy 15.
I do play Final Fantasy 15 sometimes. It's taken me a long time to get anywhere with it because I haven't had a lot of time.
I played Final Fantasy 15 for a little while earlier this month, maybe late last month. And then I put down for a little while and playing Far Cry 5 in my spare time. Actually, I would say I've been playing it, but I haven't because my wife, whenever the baby is down for a nap, is downstairs playing Final Fantasy X HD. as I was saying, you want to talk superheroes from the West, I know everything about them. I have lost a lot of respect for them thanks to what DC has done to their characters and what Marvel has done to their comics. But, you know, I'm good with the classic stuff.
Positive thing about marrying somebody who is a nerd and into video games, you married a nerd who's into video games. Negative thing about marrying a nerd who's into video games,
she hogs the TV and the PlayStation all the time when you want to go down and like, oh, I'm finally done with work. Get downstairs, Lindsay's down there. Dang it, lady, let's go. I feel bad for her. So actually what I wound up doing is sitting on the couch with the computer open being like, okay, you need to cast Reflect and you need to take out your Aeon.
You're playing games by proxy.
Yes, so I help because if she can finish it, that means that I can use it. Oh, gosh. Okay, guys, it's been great. We should probably wrap this up.
Yeah, because we've got some other stuff we got to do.
Yeah, we got a lot of work to do. So, recap. Real Anime Training Plus. Tentative title, but most likely what we call it. It's coming out maybe this summer. Pre-register.
I would say definitely this summer.
Hopefully. Yeah.
Definitely in the summer sometime.
Go to s-class101.com to pre-register. And if you haven't gotten a confirmation email, you can either email us at either of the emails I put in the comments, or you can go ahead or in the description box, which will be there soon. Or you can go ahead and just try again, because maybe you just mistyped your email.
Yeah, who knows?
Guys, thanks so much for watching.
And we'll try not to follow up Cliff's Happy Apple Dragon.
And until next time,
good luck.
Good luck. And train hard. And give your best.
Take money.
Take money. Kill everyone. Take money. But not them.
Don't do that.
Don't kill them.
Not you guys.
Don't kill them.
Okay.
It's fine.
Okay, but
once we have lifetime subscription paid for. No? Okay, no. Bad idea. Okay, bye-bye. I don't know how to end live stream from this platform. I know how to do it on computer, but on phone, but I do not know how to do it on this thing. I guess I just close window. Close window?
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye-bye. It did not work.
Close
window.
Yeah.